An alle Münchner Bürgerinnen und Bürger, die wieder einmal in ihrer Bewegung eingeschränkt sind, möchte ich sagen, vielen Dank für Ihre Geduld an diesem Konferenzwochenende. Wir hoffen, dass Sie, die Bürgerinnen und Bürger, von den vielen Angeboten Gebrauch machen können, die wir außerhalb dieses gesicherten Konferenzsaals für die Öffentlichkeit organisieren. Ich bin sehr beeindruckt, wie überfüllt die Hallen gestern und auch heute waren.
The few months will be crucial in determining whether New START, the remaining pillar of the bilateral post-Cold War arms control architecture, will be extended. One criticism of New START is that, like the INF, it excludes China.
The second one is from about a year ago. So the multilateral order is experiencing its perhaps greatest crisis since its emergence after the Second World War. The final one was from just yesterday. Quote suggesting, quote, that the United States rejects the international community. End of quote.
Support from his most powerful ally, the US. So he was very, very clear to say that they still needed that, that he thought that anybody, if there was ever any quid pro quo, which he says he knew nothing about.
Et pour avoir la haine de toute autre chose. Je pense que nous en avons besoin pour les raisons que j'évoquais tout à l'heure. Parfois ça a été mal interprété ou mal dit. Ça n'est pas un projet qui est contre l'OTAN ou alternatif.
Charities they collect in the streets. They get it from the money of the people of Saudi Arabia, from the oil of the people of Saudi Arabia, that the government of Saudi Arabia is wasting on terrorism, as they wasted on Al-Qaeda, on Daesh, and on Al-Nusra. They have to stop.
Mohammed Javed Zani, always a pleasure to hear from you.
Blockage or sanctions. And while we were supporting the mediation efforts, the wise leader in our region, His Highness Emir and Kuwait, and from time to time efforts of Oman, we also try to be mediators to resolve issues. And the four countries, for instance, promised Turkey to provide the evidences because there were serious claims against Qatar.
Issues which divide Iran and Saudi Arabia, you know better than most, are on a lot of different levels. There's a very difficult political issues, but then there are the issues of how to minimize the possibility of an accidental confrontation, the risks of war, etc. After the attacks on your oil installations in September, there was an impression that you looked more seriously at trying to find ways to engage, not at the top level, but opening up direct and indirect contacts. Would you say that was the case?
Again, I'm going to have to say the same thing I said. We've always been interested in finding ways to de-escalate the situation in the region. This is not something, this is absolutely...
There's a sense that it was a wake-up call. What happened...
About 94% of the operations are currently carried out by Afghan forces. 94%. 94%. Our commando forces were doubled. Our air forces were tripled. And we are on course. And my colleagues, again, Minister of Defense, National Security Advisor, Mr. Saudi, Minister of Defense, have done a fantastic job. Coordination is important, very, very substantial, because men were post 9/11, non-commissioned officers, junior officers. Now the gap has been filled. It's really the changes are hitting, the generational change is happening. Second is technology. The US is, Professor Anthony Portman has done an excellent piece called The True Cost of War. The cost has come down very substantially because of reliance on technology. And three, all our partners, NATO and non-NATO, are comfortable with this number. It's been socialized, and we'll be able to effect. But if peace comes and reduction of violence, particularly ceasefire, we'll have to reposition and reposture. And that, of course, is a significant shift.
Let's try and squeeze this. I'll hold that.
And this is simply a price for concession. It is not money that has been designated for the support of the proposal.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, it's a great honor for us to participate in the Munich Security Conference. When we were here last year, we talked about a resolution we had passed in the Congress about our ironclad commitment to NATO and to multilateralism. Once again, this year we come with a large delegation, 40 members, members of the House, members of the Senate, Democrats and Republicans, to again reinforce the message that our commitment to NATO and to multilateralism is ironclad. Since that time, we invited the Secretary General of NATO to speak to a joint session of Congress, highly unusual, to, in this case, to observe the 70th anniversary of NATO. Again, a bilateral, bicameral, House and Senate bipartisan invitation to the Secretary General. We want to remove all doubt that the United States values the transatlantic relationship and its value to the security not only of our country but to global security as well. We thank Ambassador Islinger for his leadership in bringing us all together so we could have dialogue and also have some bilateral conversations with people from other countries, especially useful to us at this time in terms of Norway and Germany's role in the hopefully Afghan peace discussions. We'll hear from my colleagues as to their impressions of this meeting and the usefulness of those bilateral meetings.